And how would you sum up the home form so far? I think you've taken 10 points from 24, yet you could easily have won all of the games you've played at Bramall Lane.
Yeah, hugely frustrating. I think that's one thing, the one emotion we feel looking at our home form and where we are in the league at the moment. We can say that we've been unlucky and you feel like we've deserved to win games, but end of the day, it's happened a few times now. So we've been looking to address it. We've addressed a few things this morning, gone through a few games where we're going wrong, and there's definitely stuff we can improve on. Of course, it's all about sticking the ball in the net as well, which we're struggling to kind of get a goal when we are on top in the last couple of home games. But yeah, it's not been a great start, but we're confident we can improve it.
I suppose it's something that all teams have inconsistent periods in the season, but do you feel like that's particularly hurting Sheffield United at the moment? You kind of win one, feel like you've turned a corner, then you lose one. Even in a game, you can look really good in periods of a game, but then maybe go into your shell for a bit as well.
Yeah, definitely. That's something we need to improve on massively. It felt like a really big opportunity at the weekend, obviously off the back of a win against Barnsley, and again we, for large periods in the game looked like it was only a matter of time before we were going to score and maybe score a couple. But I think maybe as long as the longer the game goes on and it is 0-0, the more kind of expansive we get, and just at the moment teams are punishing us. So I think we need to sort of stay disciplined, keep trying to play and be a bit more patient, and I think it will come, and we can start getting more wins.
Do you need to start doing that quickly though, because we're already a third of the season through
now,
and the team's 17th?
Yeah, we can't keep. We've already got a bit to catch up because of our inconsistencies this season. The start of the season wasn't great. Then we, picked up performances have definitely improved, but now results are really inconsistent. So we don't want to let that gap get too big. But I think if we can stay with it over the next few weeks, and then I'm pretty sure at some point we will start putting a real run together. I'm confident that we will.
And how do you cut out these very avoidable goals? That has been a theme as well, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, going in at half time, I thought we defended pretty well, and it was probably the front players letting the defenders down. But then obviously, you come off the pitch and everyone's looking at the goal, and it's really sloppy goal. It's concentration, probably leadership. Probably we're all excited we're all desperate to try and get the win. And the last two home games, when we've been pushing for that win, we've been hit with a sucker punch. So yeah, it's a lot of game management, but yeah, we need to start consistently picking up points now, because, like I say, we don't want the gap to get too big.
Do you understand some of the frustration from the stands as well? I mean, it wasn't everybody, but there were a few boos at the end of the game.
Yeah, of course. There's expectations this year. We're expected to be right up there. No disrespect to Blackpool, but we're expected to beat them at home. And like I said, I thought we played quite well at times, but that cutting edge, and it's part of football. It's expected. Look all over the country when teams aren't getting results, fans can voice their opinions loudly. It happened all over the weekend. It's happened a load of times in my career, unfortunately. But we've got to deal with it. I think we've got to deal with that a bit better as well. And we've got to give the fans something to shout about, as well as rather than sort of expecting them to kind of push us on, because it's just football. We've got to deal with it.
There's no malaise, is there? Because it'd be very easy to look at last season and think this is just an extension of what happened last year.
No, not at all. But I think maybe there might be a part of the mentality where, recently when we've conceded, we've kind of not looked great. We look okay until we concede, and that is something that happened last year. Maybe there's something in that, but like I say, we've been looking at it, and we've gone through a few things today, and there's clear things we can improve on, and hopefully fans will be able to see that on Tuesday night.
And your old club, they've had an interesting last few years, but what do you expect from them in this game?
Yeah, I think it'll be a tough game. They seem to have settled on a formation 3-4-3 now, and they're pretty hard to beat, play some good stuff. They've got players that can take people on and hurt you. So we've got to manage their more dangerous players, and then I think we've got to be at the top of our game. But I'm confident we can go there and get a win.